Hi guys, it's always very important if we're heading out in the water that we wear a properly fitted buoyancy aid. To make sure that it's properly fitted, if you're unsure, you should just go and seek advice from your local paddle sports shop. Failing that, have a word with your local instructor in the canoe club or anything. A couple of top tips for you is that when you are fitting a buoyancy aid, the important two straps is your bottom two. They're the two that you want to have tight, they're the two that's going to keep it fitted to you. Everything else is for comfort. Just make sure we don't over-brute the straps. We want to try to keep the buoyancy aid low on our body.
Alright, so helmets are another important part of our safety equipment. Okay, we wear helmets when we're in areas that might cause high impact, or there's things like white water and bits and pieces like that. When we put our helmets on, we've got to make sure they're fitted properly. Right, they come in different shapes and sizes, and they must cover the forehead and the very back of the head. Okay. Put them on, we can adjust them around the ears, and then we clip them in below our chin, and we want to just get a little finger in between our chin and the buckle. So different shapes, sizes, make sure the one that fits you. If you move your head around, it shouldn't wrap around in your head.
Right. Always tell somebody where you're going to be going, roughly how long you'll be out, and also give that person a time when they should call for help if you're not back. If possible, you should try and take a mobile phone with you. In a waterproof case would be great, and then in case of emergency, you've got some form of communication. Also, if you're heading out onto open water, take a check on the weather forecast, and particularly look out for any form of offshore breeze.
Kind of thing that keeps you the right way up in your boat is keeping your head above your hips. So if the boat moves side and side, your head stays with your hips. Whatever you do, don't go looking for the word gullible on the bottom.
So when going boating, the boat doesn't come from the factory all dressed nicely with airbags and these painters. It's really, really useful to have airbags because if you have a capsize, it helps the person who's helping you get back in the boat. It makes a difference to them in how they can lift the boat. It keeps the boat a little bit higher out of the water, less water to carry around. So the thing with airbags is they work best blown up. So as long as they're blown up and they do their job. The other thing with an airbag, it has to be attached to the boat. So we have some loops on the front of these big canoes, and underneath there's a loop, and you can tie your airbags within that. We also have this thing, or I do, not everyone does, lashings. What that does, it stops the airbag from popping out. So if you're going to use something and you're using it for safety, it has to be put in correctly. So there's lots of good videos out there that you could refer to. The Who website has one, and there's also some professional outfitters. Lines can get tangled up, so it's quite important to put them in your canoe clean. And what we mean by clean is not to have lots of knots on them. So if you fall in and you need to use your painter, you know it's not going to get tangled up on something or stuck between rocks if you have knots in them. So that's a little bit about outfitting. If you want to know more, please look on the Who website. That's me. Boom.
These bandanas make it hurt.